Boom.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Welcome back.
You know,
Wait a minute.
I hope you've had a great time. I hope you've had a nice education. You've learned something. You've seen some things. I know we have. So how y'all been, guys?
A lot of development's going on right now,
It's
man.
been a lot since the last time we recorded this. So
Yep.
it's been a little gap from our last sports episode.
Yeah, we had all of March Madness that hit.
Yeah, literally all of March Madness.
That's a fair point.
That's a good way to know. It's like the entire tournament. It's like it's done. It's time's up.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it has been some.
So Duke won.
Yeah.
In
an alternate timeline, maybe.
Yeah.
But they failed us again this year.
It's the first time I've successfully picked the winner after years and years and years of trying.
Nice.
So
I thought they would fold under the pressure. They did not.
They didn't. The game was kind of stinky for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because neither of them could make a shot to save
Yeah.
They'll be like,
lives.
defense was great. It's like, no, it really was all bad.
Yeah.
Like, they got plenty of shots. They just couldn't make it.
I would argue that some of the earlier games were way more exciting.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Absolutely.
100%. And I don't know what would have changed it because I don't think it was necessarily. I think it's matchups. I think it's just like if Michigan was playing anyone else, it would have been a better game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nothing against. It was Arizona, right? It was nothing against
it was,
them. It was just.
Was it Arizona? No, it was UConn.
UConn.
Yeah.
Arizona was the
Arizona-
Final Four match.
Arizona got smoked.
Smoked. That was
Absolutely.
yeah. UConn.
Yeah.
I think UConn was the little engine that could. Once they got to the Final Four,
Right.
they shouldn't have been there technically.
Good job, guys.
So so like, oh crap, we did it.
Yeah.
So
It really felt like that because even as bad as Michigan was playing, it still was like UConn was right. It was just trying to stay caught up.
Right, exactly. Like that's the thing. It's like it wasn't that they were like that Michigan was playing to win. They were just playing to not lose at that point.
Yeah. It's the best way to describe it.
Literally, and I think that's why the second half they did way better.
Oh,
I think it was that first half they were like, oh, we got this.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, we're kind of stinking here. But they did just enough to make UConn not play great either. So it was a weird game. But it's over. It's done. It's gone. Masters just ended as of this recording too.
That's
so
right.
did y'all watch it? How'd it go?
Yeah, Rory went back to back.
No, Rory.
He joined only 3.
Yeah, he's the fourth person ever.
Nick Faldo, and Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, yep, and now Rory McIlroy.
Hello, Rory.
Yep.
I feel like he was a little quiet for a few years. Now he's just he's doing his thing now.
Yeah.
That was like the big tout against him, right? Was that he couldn't win
so
the big one.
because last year was the fact that he only needed the Masters to get his career Grand Slam, and so this year it was, all right, well, can he like actually back it up at this point?
And Augusta's like the most, how do you say this nicely, like prim and proper of the events.
So he doesn't throw in your bottles, arguing with fans.
Rory is the most prim and proper etiquette-wise. He's like real against like Bryson.
Yeah.
And Bryson's antics, maybe you could say. And the fact that he hadn't won the event, like I feel like it went against him for a while. Now he's ran it twice, so he's fine.
He's done his thing. Now,
speaking of prim and proper, do you see Sergio Garcia's little out?
It was awesome.
So Sergio Garcia is famous for his temper. He's from Spain. He's on the Live Tour. He won the Masters 10 years ago now, something like that. It's been a minute, but either way, he hit a bad tee shot, slammed his driver to the ground a couple times, and then hit the trash can that was next to him. Grabbed the other guy that he was playing with, John Rahm. They're good friends, but he grabbed John Rahm's back and started walking down the fairway.
He caddied for him. The rest of that hole.
He was just so pissed.
Did he caddy for the rest of the day?
No,
or just that hole.
It was just. I think he just walked it to the next ball because his caddy was cleaning stuff up, and then I think he was.
It was an amazing sequence of events.
Yeah, and then I think the chairman of the tournament walked over and like handed him a little slip later, and I think it was like, I think they said it was like a little conduct warning for him.
Just a little one. Just a little flag.
If I'm at the end of my career, like I'm losing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out in just glorious fashion.
Well, he's always been a hothead, though.
No, 100%. But, like, if I know I'm, like, if I feel it, like...
Oh, yeah. Just
I'm barely making cut.
Just rage monster.
I'm just going off one time. And then they'll ask me not to come back, and then I never retired.
Right.
I got fired.
That's true.
Kick him off the tour, dog.
Technically, I
could have won one more time, I promise. They just didn't want me to play.
That's so funny. Well,
the other one is...
Tiger, though. He got in his little accident
that
his break as well.
That's right. Yep. And so he's now in a facility of some sort that he checked himself into overseas.
How awful, dude. Like,
it's rough.
Yeah.
A tragic story because he's an all-time talent.
Yeah.
And an all-time bad decision maker at the same time.
100%. Which is like perfect timing because we did our whole shamed athletes.
Yeah.
And did any of us say Tiger, or do we?
We talked about him.
We talked about him, right?
But he wasn't shamed enough at that point.
It's like
compared to our other fellers. Yeah.
We'd like to make an amendment to our previous list.
So guys, when I said Chris Benoit was the worst, I didn't mean that alcoholic. Yeah. Good lord. But so
it's rough for him. I mean,
I would, and the thing is that he wasn't drunk either. It was the pills, from what I'm understanding.
That's what he said. It was like whatever pills.
The dude's been through like a crap ton of surgeries, so like the fact that he has some sort of pill problem, I'm not honestly surprised.
He also has enough money to just have a driver.
Again, you would think.
Like, that's what's fascinating.
There's way less rich because he's rich. Like he's like rich,
like billionaire rich.
Yeah, it's like Tony Hawk. Once he with the video games got real popular, he never had to do anything else. Yeah, he's just like, okay, between sponsors and these games, like I'll chill right now. Yeah, forever.
Well, you heard 50 Cent was in an interview like just a few months ago, and they're like, "When's the last time you drove a car? Can you drive a car?" And he goes, "I haven't driven a car in 20 years."
I can believe that. Yeah.
And it's like, well, once you get to a certain level, just pay the dude to drive.
Right. Timberlake got arrested for for
DUI. Yeah. That whole means it's gonna ruin the world tour.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin the tour. And he's like, "What tour?" He's like, "What?" So I mean, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I think at a certain point, if you're a certain level, like if you're like some C-list person and you have barely any money, like fine. Right. Yeah. But if you're like a Tiger Woods, a Timberlake, any name, bro, don't drive yourself.
Right.
Don't do it.
You can party all you want. Party in the back seat. Yeah. Literally, you can party in the back seat.
You can do whatever you want in that back seat.
You can have 15 to 20 pills and snort the rest.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got this.
Smart decisions. Smart decisions. That's all it is.
You see where our head's at if we had money in it.
Right.
This is not an admission of anything.
Yeah.
It's theoretical.
Right.
All theoretical.
Hypothetical situations here.
Well, we got basketball going into playoffs.
Yeah.
Today's the first day of the play-in bracket.
The official,
play-in bracket tonight. It's was it the Orlando game today? Orlando 76ers?
Yeah, let's double check that. But the first game's today.
I'm telling you,
tomorrow, unfortunately, no Joel Embiid, which they're used to. So it's not exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, what's
not surprising?
There's nothing new there. Like,
right.
And I'm telling you guys, I only care right now, as of now, I only care about round 2 of the semifinals. Because if the Knicks win and Celtics win, it'll be a repeat of last year. With Tatum getting hurt. Everyone's like, oh, we made it to New York last week or whatever when he went to New York for that game. And I don't care. Jaylen Brown wasn't playing. It didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, that matters. That round matters to me more than anything in the world.
So it is the Heat and the Hornets right now.
Oh, Heat and Hornets.
And tight game. Heat are up 54-52 against the Hornets.
Yeah, I think I had Hornets winning that one.
And then tonight's...
They're feisty.
They're feisty. They're a little bit more
and they should have been
put together.
And then tonight's is Blazers and Suns. Gonna be a good game as well.
Blazers and Suns, man. I think, like, I kind of want Portland to be there because, like, who do they have? Like they shouldn't.
They don't have much of anybody yet.
Because Leonard's not playing yet. Or not Leonard. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Well, who are you? Which team are you talking about?
Lillard. Damian.
Lillard. Yeah.
Not Leonard. My God. Lillard is not playing yet.
No. Yeah. So right now, Lillard's out for the season, gone.
And they have Drew Holiday. So I take that back.
Let's see here, and then
they do have Drew Holiday.
Yep.
So you know what? I'm going for them because I need Drew to pull it off. Man. I need him to be get out.
And then for Phoenix, Grayson Allen's out. Well, he's a game time decision, I should say specifically.
And Grayson's the only I say only, but when Booker's not doing anything, unfortunately, Grayson Allen's the only other person doing anything.
Honestly, the Suns shouldn't be there. I don't think.
No. I mean,
I don't know. Both these. I mean, it's a playing team, so I mean, it's whatever.
They're on par. I think if you ask anybody, technically Suns, I think are probably favorited. Like I'm assuming they're the favorite.
See. They are the favorite.
Yeah, because it's just you can't bet against Booker. I think he finds a way to go for 40 or 50 or whatever. But I think Trailblazers have a better team, and again, it's with play-in, so really I don't think either one of them is winning the whole thing. I'll be shook if they did.
Right.
If it goes further than the next round, either of them, I would be.
Well, and after Miami doing it in the East, 2 years in a row, because they were a play-in team and made it all the way to the finals.
That is true.
So we're like, it can happen. Yeah. It's happened recently, but I'm excited for playoff basketball. This is where my brain is ready to pay attention.
Right. Because then who's y'all's matchup? The Celtics matchup right now.
It'll be either Orlando or Philly.
That's right. Whoever wins that one.
Yeah, whoever wins that series. So I feel good about that.
Yeah, because Wolves are against.
I think Orlando is going to be who you play.
I think it should be Orlando, but the thing is, I watched the entire game knowing the starters were playing for Boston the other night, and it felt like watching a college game. It was so good because Orlando had all their starters. Because if they won, they wouldn't be in this situation.
Right.
They'd be out of the play-in. So Boston's like, well, we don't really need whatever. Dude, it was so fun watching all their little backup guys go in there and just destroy it. Like Shireman just going off, Garza
playing
going
little
off.
hearts out.
Dude, they were going ham. It was like they laughed because it was like Shireman's like Steph Curry. Like every three he shot, he made. He ended up with 30 points.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I think Garza had like 20. Pritchard didn't even play. Hauser didn't play. Like all their big guys did not play, and it was insane. Harper Jr. got 20 something.
Wow.
And he was just banking in threes, and it was like. They were down by like 15 or it was like 11 or 15 points, and then they were up by like 11, and then it was down. They were tied with like 30 seconds left, and Shireman knocked the three down. I'm like, it was a great game for what it was, and it should have been. I was like, this is fun. But Boston pulled it out. I'm like, okay, you lost to all of our backups and like our little babies, and there was zero reason for that. But I think it's just because Missoula has a dominant team structure.
Right.
Like he knows because he knows he needs. If Tatum goes out, we were not prepared last year.
No.
If Tatum goes out again, or if someone goes out again, you have people who can make shots, and that's what you need. So
and now that he's back, it's forced you guys to be able to decide, all right, who's going to be the next playmaker, who's filling the hole in, and you're prepared for that since you've had all season to prepare.
Exactly.
For it.
Like this season was not like even I was questioning it.
Right.
When we were doing the very beginning, I was like, I don't know what this is about to look like.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And it was insanely good for the Celtics this year, and I'm pretty sure Missoula will win Coach of the Year. If he doesn't, I'll be shocked.
Honestly, the way that he's,
I'll be shocked because he shouldn't have been.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
No, he shouldn't be. Like the only other person would be like the coach for the Spurs, like because thinking of the Spurs were also a play-in team for the past. They either a play-in team or missed the playoffs for the past like 8 years. So
I mean, depending on how the Wolves do in the postseason, Finch is always for me up there. Just for how he's able to put together a team.
He always does real well with his teams.
Yeah.
So who y'all play? Y'all play the Nuggets.
We're playing the Nuggets again.
That's gonna be tough, dude. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
that's a rough matchup.
But I think what is going to help us, fingers crossed, is the fact that a lot of them are beat up. The Nuggets are.
Yeah.
Jokic is still Jokic, but everybody else is a little banged up.
I think you'll have the upper hand in the best of 7.
Yeah.
I think if it was like a one-off, like if that was one game for like a Thursday night, I think Nuggets could pull it out just from them being like Jokic. It's hard to bet against them.
Yeah,
it is.
But in a 7-game series and they're banged up, like. But Timberwolves are kind of banged up too a little bit.
Yeah,
I know Ants.
No, well, everybody's had time to rest because it's been something, and they honestly the last like 3 games of the season we didn't have a single one of our starters that were in there. Let me see here. When was that game?
Don't worry, you got DiVincenzo. He'll knock him down for you.
What was Wednesday when we went against the Cavs?
That guy.
Let me see what our starting lineup was because it was hilarious. So here was our starting lineup last Wednesday.
Oh no.
McDaniels,
Okay.
Kyle Anderson, Naz Reid, Ingles, and DiVincenzo.
Wow.
What a fun lineup.
Yeah. We got our teeth kicked in, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, man. Like, I think, and this is like the biggest note, I think this year in particular is going to come down to the teams.
Yeah.
The backup. Like, because I think over the years, we've talked about this all the time where it's like, the big 3 kind of went away.
Right.
Like, Celtics kind of brought back team basketball. Even like Golden State, it was like if you didn't have one of your 4, you're done.
Right.
I think like right now, you need your entire team. I think bench is going to be a huge importance in this whole playoffs.
Yeah.
Because even Detroit, like they actually didn't embarrass themselves when what's his face went out with his
Cade.
Yeah, with Cade. Yeah, when he got out for a while, I thought they were going to just crumble.
Right.
And they still were dominant in the game. So that's a great example of that. You don't need you need your star to go all the way. Yeah, but you could put up a fight without him for a little bit if you want to. So that's kind of the goal.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But we got so many sports. Baseball's back.
Yep.
Baseball is back.
My God, that's one of those like baseball I'll kind of ignore
Still
for
real
a few months.
early.
Yeah,
It's still real
I'm gonna
early.
ignore it
it's
until about
back,
August.
which is fun. But we got like so many games left to play.
Yep.
And it really just depends on the game. Like at this point, it's not even because like with Boston, it's like let's watch the Celtics or watch the Timberwolves or Dallas. Like with the Rangers, it's like okay, who they playing? That's who I care about. So like they could be like 2 months from now finally play like the Yankees and be like okay.
And the Twins are just terrible right now. It's like
I follow players in baseball. Like I like to see Shohei, of course.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody wants to see him.
Yeah.
And then I really like Bobby Witt.
Okay.
Bobby Witt Jr., the shortstop for gosh, who's his shortstop for? I don't even know.
In the case of point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. He's a killer.
Say Phillies.
I actually don't know. I want to say
You said Bobby Witt?
Bobby Witt Jr., yeah. And then of course you got
I'm gonna say Phillies.
Ellie De La Cruz on the Reds.
Yeah. You know what? It is true. There's certain players that you kind of
He's just fun to watch.
Yeah, they
You just see him take off and run.
These huge contracts I like to follow too, just to see if they actually follow through. Like he got $400 million in baseball. Okay, let's see what he does.
Yeah.
And he, blows out his knee in the first game.
Yep.
You're like, great.
But yeah, I mean,
a lot of sports. My God.
It's that time of the year again where NBA is ramping up to finish the Royals.
Yep.
Okay.
Close.
You got to see. He had an amazing catch the other day. He jumped completely like horizontal, full extension, and caught an absolute laser. I don't even know who hit it, honestly. Mm-hmm. But he was not supposed to catch it. Like, cameraman even whipped it away and everything.
Just assuming it was going right past him.
Yeah, it was just like everybody's like, yeah, he's not making. Oh, I can make that.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, so we'll kind of follow with that. But yeah, basketball, like I'm sure we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
for a
and
little bit.
then same with like hockey.
Playing. Yeah, hockey. Because the playoffs are now, right?
Yep, it's always the same time as NBA.
It is.
Okay.
I don't.
Like it's like coming up.
I don't know the matchups as well.
I don't, but I can look for it. I know both.
Even as well at all.
I know that both the Wild and the Stars are both in it.
Yeah, I looked the other day for like who clinched. And it was
pretty
like,
well ranked too. I think you guys are a little higher. Let me double check the
standings
here.
We got a good record, and I think we're ranked pretty well. But somehow it's
my playoff bracket is not on ESPN is not filled out yet. I don't know that they're clinched.
No, I think maybe another week or two.
Yeah.
Just to clinch everything.
But either way, I think.
But either that's starting here almost in the next couple of weeks at very latest. Yeah.
For sure, we're like the Wild and Dallas are in. We just don't know exact seeding yet.
Right.
But I always like to watch you get to the semifinals. I like to watch NHL.
Oh yeah,
it's a good time.
To me, I like how quickly things can change for such a relatively low scoring game because it's like it can be 0-0 and then all of a sudden in the third period they score. You know, it's then 3-2 immediately.
Yes.
It's
it comes in runs.
Yeah.
Well, and of course you got power plays and such, so it really comes in runs.
I wish that was implemented in more sports because that's such a great concept to go. All right, your guy screwed up.
Soccer has an interesting one. Red card, play a man down.
Right.
Like that's like it's like the ultimate power play.
Or they can decide to sub someone in or not. If someone gets injured, they can say, all right, do you want to play a man down and hope that he comes back?
Right.
Because they only have a certain amount of substitutions that they can.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, for the most part, you're kind of stuck with what you got.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're dancing with the girl you brought.
Yeah. I wish there was
no trading.
Yeah. I wish there was more sports that did that because that would be really cool to see. Like, all right, what about a basketball power play? Did you imagine how defenses would have to like?
Oh yeah, Rasheed Wallace would have never had a career. Like, dude, we gotta let you go.
Right.
We're playing 4v5 every game.
Right. Or somehow make it all right, if you get penalized, like if one of your guys fouls out, there's like a 30-second cooldown time for it before you can sub someone back in.
Yeah, before they respawn.
They have Moxie to sit in.
Like,
Luka would never play.
Yeah.
He's the one that he'd be in a box the entire game.
For sure.
Him and Draymond just best buddies in there,
just chilling in the corner.
Oh my goodness, speaking of Draymond Dean, see, he got absolutely dunked on by some rookie.
Oh no,
not actually. Not literally dunked on, figuratively.
Oh, okay.
He was jawing at some rookie I don't even know. And the rookie turned around and said, I know Steph Curry's backpack isn't talking to me. And Draymond was not.
No.
And I'm like, that is for a rookie.
That is disrespectful. And
it's pretty
love it.
Or even a sophomore. I don't even know who this player was. Like, totally, like.
That is a ballsy move.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he just sunned him, just said it and just like waved him off, and Draymond just right after him.
It's
like,
so funny. Because Draymond makes it easy on himself. Because
absolutely.
Of the four of them, he was the expendable one. Oh, like I'm not saying he didn't help at all.
Yeah,
but like come on.
Out of the big three and big four of them, he was always 3 and 4.
Well, because two of them you had Durant and Iguodala was the MVP the previous.
Right.
So, like technically you were the.
Well, even when Harrison Barnes was there, I mean Barnes was killing.
Right.
Even when he was there, and like. Otherwise, Barnes has not been that guy.
It's like you kind of didn't need to be there, but So Draymond, he always likes to flash to like, well, we got 4 rings.
True, I will say he was integral to the team. I'm not going to take away from his defensive presence and playmaking.
Well, what I'm going to say,
top-notch.
He was. It doesn't make him not important. I think he was the most important in the first one.
But I think everything after that, he's trying to ride those coattails a bit too much, though.
Yeah,
maybe defensively he kind of was, but like. Yeah, I mean, you rode the coattails of literally.
He was a great supporting part of that cast, but he was definitely not the centerpiece in any one of those.
No. Now, I will say, though, even in that second run, I'm trying to think, because when did they get to KD? On the third one?
Yeah.
Even in that second run, I think he was equally as important as Clay. I think
It was the second one. They won the first one. Then they got KD twice, and then they went away, and then they faced Boston and won. So,
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So they had for 2 and 3, they had KD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But
Because was it their first one or second one with KD that they lost the record of, was it 73 and 9
that was
or whatever?
their third ring, I believe.
Yeah.
We're going to be wrong about all.
Well, because it was like they won the first one.
That's one where
Then they smack talked and lost to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then won 2.
3-1.
And then won and then lost a few years in
Right.
Right. So it was weird because they'd gone like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, they'd
or
gone.
5 times.
For a while, it was like they're just going to be there.
Yeah.
It's that insane stat of like for the like a whole decade it was either Golden State or LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
of just some incarnation of LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for a decade it literally was LeBron.
Mhm.
Like,
Did you hear, Becky, I think it's Becky Hammond, she may be assistant coach or something of the Spurs, and I don't remember who it was, but they just came back out. They talking about Brunson. They said the only time a 6'2" guard can be your best player is if you're Golden State. Otherwise, you're not going to the finals.
no.
It's
Not a
interesting.
bad,
That's true.
not a bad statement.
I mean, I feel bad for Jalen. He's a great player.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
Right.
Because like
I will argue if he played a little more defense, because size is not always it. Chris Paul was small.
it's not. I think there's something. It's so weird because it feels funny because I feel like we literally have been talking about these same few guys for like a year. But like with Brunson, there's just something there. Like this whole superstar not superstar debate.
Yeah.
Like I think as long as he's in New York, he's a superstar. And it's one of those things you kind of go like, okay, if he goes anywhere else, because he went from Dallas to there, and he got to be. It's kind of like I look at the James Harden, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't tell his potential because he was being underneath the
Especially
stars.
when he was, OKC for sure.
And then you go to your next team, and you're the best player on that team.
Yeah.
You're the face, the star. Okay, cool. But I'm like, okay, you take Brunson and you put him anywhere else. Like, what would it look like? You know? But there's something missing, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, ultimately defense. I mean, if you are giving up points, not intentionally, but you just are, you have to be able to put up so much that it's unstoppable. Curry could. Clay could. Clay was bad at defense from certain points. He also scored 24 in a quarter,
Yeah,
so
he
it
can
really
make up
didn't
for it.
matter. Yeah.
Luka.
Yeah, Luka.
Like Luka scored 60. I'm like, yeah, but he gave up 45.
Honestly, that's Luka's biggest problem is that, and he tries really hard. I give Luka credit sometimes where he will try on defense, and it's like he's sort of kind of keeping up, but the try just runs out so fast.
He'll try for 2 plays and then stop for 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's some room there for some of these guys.
Yeah.
Poor old Tyrese Halliburton. And did you see what actually is wrong with him?
Yeah.
Oh
He's
man,
got
I felt
face
sad for him. Yeah, he's shingles. Yeah, poor guy.
on his face.
Yeah, he's like,
What an awful place to get him.
He's like, and I took medication. That's what's making me gain weight. He's like, but it didn't fix the problem. I just kept gaining weight. I'm like, oh, I thought he was just
Poor
getting fat. Like, why couldn't he just be eating too many burgers?
Well, and he
It would
even
be so
said,
much easier.
yeah.
I think that was what Pat McAfee was talking to. I don't know who he was talking to. He was like, I had just went on an interview and said how I was bulking. And then I got shingles. And now I'm just fat. But people are making the bulking comment. And he was like, it was just a bad
It's just such a
Yeah, it was a bad time.
But
comedy
to be
errors
fair,
at that point.
He seems pretty good spirits about it.
He does,
yeah.
because he knows, and once he gets, if he can get it all cleaned out,
Yeah,
he'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
for guys like that, once they get like healthy again,
Yeah.
it's so easy for them to just get back in, eat the right things, have the trainer kick their butts in the gym, and then
Unless you're
it's
Zion.
fine.
Unless you're not.
Unless you're Zion.
Well, he never started there.
That's
so.
true. That's true.
Yeah,
He just
there's
argues
no
fast.
getting back.
And I
It's
think
the first time
that
he's
was
ever
just
been
more
there.
stubbornness on his part. I think was probably the case.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know that. I'll be honest. I don't know. I think he's like a Shaq, where I don't know even if he wants to, if he can be as slim as the other guys.
No, but I think that was the problem. They were trying to make him like the other guys. They completely changed how he was. They changed how he ran that second year.
Well, that's because he ran like a penguin.
Oh, I mean,
okay?
yeah.
Well, I think
It was
so
hurting him, but like the whole, but it was just
He
like a
bobbled.
whole, it was like a whole bad just.
He weeble wobbled
Trainer.
and never fell down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bad. It
Yeah.
was bad.
Like I felt bad for him.
Well, his
'cause,
injuries too. It's injuries too because he was
Yeah.
so explosive. He would dunk and then
Right.
like throw
And
himself
then,
down.
but
and
then
break
like
out for
combined
4
it with
years.
like changing how he was even like walking and
Yeah.
running only exacerbated the whole situation.
guy.
Yeah,
It is hard. Like, do you? Nobody knows crystal ball.
right.
Do you just let him go with the bad mechanics and see how far it runs?
I mean, that's what got you there in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
like right now, he actually played more this season than he has any of the seasons. He's in pretty good shape,
Right.
but no one's talking about him. You know,
You know
yeah.
the most threes
hard to
he's
keep
ever
around.
attempted was his first NBA game ever.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he took like 4, and now he's never shot more than 4. I don't think he's even tied it.
No.
I can believe that.
No, I don't know what. Honestly, I can tell you I didn't see one of his games this year.
Right.
So I don't know what he
I saw some clips, but nothing. I mean, the same thing.
He's been okay.
He can still dunk.
Yeah, I would
Man
say
can
he's still a good player, but it's just nothing.
He's still strong.
Yeah.
He needs to go somewhere else. I think at this point,
Yeah,
it's kind of like Miles Garrett for Browns. I think they both are just kind of like stuck. And so they're like, well,
I mean, it was like AD when he was at the Pelicans.
Yeah,
Like it was just like, all right, they made him the face and then did nothing with it.
Did nothing.
Yeah. So,
and still can't draft or trade to save their life.
Right.
They got him C.J. McCollum, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love C.J. when he was with Dame, but that wasn't what we were looking for. Turns out. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say. Speaking of the Pelicans, I saw a stat. I sent it to you guys earlier. This is the first season ever with teams to have had eight teams with over 55 plus losses. Like tanking is on a whole run right now.
Yep.
So we have at the bottom of the barrel the Wizards at 17 and 65.
Yikes.
Pacers at 19 and 63. The Nets at 20 and 62. The Jazz at 22 and 60. The Kings at 22 and 60. The Grizzlies at 25 and 57.
Yikes, Grizzlies.
Your Mavs at 26 and 56.
Let's go.
And then the Pelicans at 26 and 56 as well. It's looking rough out there.
I will say, we tanked with dignity. Okay?
You take because everybody got hurt.
We have catastrophic injury that you cannot stop. And then we just trade good players for bad players, but we play them nonetheless. Yeah.
You know, I will say, of all those teams, the Mavericks at least were the most enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
that's fair.
They were good.
Cooper Flagg was still a great player.
Well, and I know y'all don't watch a ton of Mavs basketball, but like Brandon Williams, great
nobody
player.
else did either.
There was a few. Hey, we are not Memphis bad. Memphis has dollar tickets.
Yeah.
I looked into buying season tickets just to buy them.
And I'm sorry, I blame Ja. I blame Ja 100%. At it being the way it is. Nobody wants to play with them. Nobody can coach there.
And you can't get rid of them.
Their culture fell apart.
Yeah.
They traded away any sort of help they had. And then Ja got suspended for a few games, came back. He doesn't care.
Right.
Like, you can tell he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is the most quiet Ja year I've ever heard.
Right.
Like,
well, because all it was
Yeah.
the rumors of where's Ja going to go for the trade deadline, and then nothing ever happened.
Yeah, that was literally
and then he's been oblivion since.
So, but the Mavs at least, and I would argue there was at least 10 to 20 games that Mavs could have won.
Oh yeah.
That they still lost by like barely.
Yeah, we were
digits.
losing by less than 10, but we were fielding our players. The thing is that we decided, okay, we're just going to put all the young guys out there and just see what happens. We had Derek Lively playing. He didn't play for a whole year. Now, I will say, he's done god-awful. But other than that, we put him out there. Then you got Cooper. Then you got Brandon Williams. Like, we're just putting guys out to see what happens. Which, if you're tanking, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
I like that there's at least a discussion going on now of like, how can we stop the tanking or like make it worthwhile?
We should not have won the last game of the season. We would have had so much better chances at number 1, and we still fielded our players and won by 30 because we aren't technically tanking. Gosh darn it.
No, technically no. They just do it like they just go, look, y'all go out there and have fun.
Yeah, literally.
If you lose, great. If you win,
was it? I forget what game it was, but there was in one of those tanking teams. Every starter on there was on a 10-day contract.
Oh yeah.
Like, what in the world?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I forget.
That was it Sacramento?
Was it Sacramento? Yeah,
I think it was Sacramento where they were benching starters anytime a lead guys. I don't know how they're getting away with it, honestly. Because they'll get fines out.
I think if it was anybody else, they'd be like...
That's fair. But they get fines out for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know how they're not getting fined to oblivion.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And then there's some teams that tank for the love of the game. Because there are some teams on here that don't even, like New Orleans, they don't even own their pick.
No.
What are we tanking for?
Right.
There's nothing you gain. I think it's New Orleans, one of these teams. I don't remember.
New Orleans is a fascinating thing to me because I feel like, in theory, you think people would want to be in New Orleans, right? Like the city and everything else. They just can't figure it out. And then when they do, they ruin it instantly. So, I don't know. And then they trade everything they have, so now they have no assets, no team.
Yeah.
No one wants to sign there in free agency.
Right.
Like, you have nothing. You have nothing
and who is their GM? Is it
I don't remember.
Vlade Divac or whatever his name is?
No,
He is an awful awful GM. Everybody
Yep.
like talks about how bad he is. So
Wow.
if it is him, I might be talking. That might be Sacramento.
Yeah, he's like, hey guys,
Yeah,
you catch
yeah.
the strays.
But
Oh my lord. But
all right,
yeah, you ready?
To our questions.
To our
All right,
questions.
guys. So what do we want to start off with today?
Let's do the teams that crashed the hardest.
Better.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, I can throw mine out there.
All right.
Mine's of course going to come from basketball.
All right. So these are the teams that have made a championship. Doesn't necessarily matter if they won or lost,
Yeah.
but they still made it and then fell off hard the next
And they
year.
fell off.
All right.
I'm going to go. My number one is, and I really struggled with whether or not this was the team's fault or just circumstance. I'm going to go the 98 Bulls?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
98-99 Bulls.
yeah.
They went from winning the title to 13-40.
Yep.
13-37, because
Yep.
technically it was a lockout season.
Yep.
So it even like worsened where you only have the beginning part of the season, which is the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
So again, not technically their fault, but that's like
Well, because they lost everybody.
well, they lost Pippen, Rodman, and Jordan, which
And Phil Jackson, too.
and Phil went to
I forget where he went.
he retired.
No, he went Lakers.
You're right, he went Lakers.
That's right. He went from
Yeah.
Bulls to Lakers.
Which is
And
the
so
same
it's
thing.
like
Yeah.
I think just circumstance wise, that was the like roughest
Yeah.
fall because you're talking about the 97-98 team
Yeah.
could have arguably been one of the best teams to ever
Of
have
all
been
time.
fielded.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're talking about prime Pippen, prime Jordan, prime
Rodman.
Rodman with Phil Jackson and some killer bench players.
Yeah. Kerr was still doing some good stuff.
Mhm.
So if you talk about peak to valley,
Yep.
that would have to be my top.
It's devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Oof.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like the Bulls is one of those like they released a. I've never seen a team rely on the '90s still to this day.
Yeah.
Because like they
Oh,
released
they're
like the top
hanging
10
dearly.
merchandising sales,
Yeah.
and Bulls are like number 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like that's crazy.
It helps that they do still have like a cool logo too.
Great
Oh,
color
It is a
scheme.
classic.
They're
scheme,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Because I think the Bulls are the only team that still feels like the '90s.
And
You know
they're
what I mean?
and they're
Like
hoping
that-
to and they're hoping
yeah.
to cling to that
Yeah,
too.
the logo, the colors, the atmosphere, like the Chicago, like
There's something about the
sports team.
Chicago vibe, though. The
Yeah.
whole city like has a good classic feel to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because the same thing, you have the Sox they're playing.
Yeah.
You have the Bears, and there's like Soldier
And
Field.
Bears have sucked forever, but they always
Yeah.
pack stadiums.
Yeah.
They always sell merch. Always
Yeah.
proud.
They have
fans.
a great culture. Say everything that you want about Chicago. They have a great sports culture.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
yeah.
Because was it the Blackhawks for hockey?
Yep. Chicago
Yeah.
Blackhawks.
Yep.
And
So-
then I don't know how y'all feel. I have a hard time with college
Okay.
because you know you're only renting these players.
Yeah.
That's
Best case scenario, you got them suckers for 3, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
And if it's a good player, you got them for 1.
Yeah.
So I don't really count those fall offs because there are teams.
No.
So I can go for mine.
Okay.
I was gonna do a couple like college ones, but I held off because of that reason. Like
Okay.
it's
It's not
not
the same.
it's not their fault.
No.
Yeah.
Because of that same thing. It's almost the same argument with the Bulls, where it's like, all right, their players left, but
Yeah.
they could have stayed.
Right.
College players are I'm bouncing as soon as I get the chance to
Yep.
go pro. So I get that one. So I had the Bulls as my number one because that's just such a huge like all-star team
Ridiculous.
to nothing. So I also I went baseball. So I went one from each sport.
Okay.
So that was my basketball one. I did one for baseball, which was the 97 Marlins to the 98 Marlins. So they
Okay.
won the World Series, record of 92-70.
Wow.
And then the very next year they were dead last at 54-108.
Wow.
Like dead last in all of baseball.
That's
But it was kind of the same thing where the entire team was gutted.
Okay, okay.
Where they just lost all their key players,
In
traded
baseball,
away key
too?
players. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, they went from World Series to dead stinking last.
usually I feel like baseball has an easier time retaining talent. but
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
They must have lost some important
Yeah,
players.
apparently, yeah. And so then slightly more recently, the 02-03 Raiders.
The Raiders.
From the
yes.
Super Bowl win from 11-5. No, loss, I should say. They lost the Super Bowl. But then they went 4-12 and missed the playoffs.
I thought about them for a little bit.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
There was also a
that would say that was the official start of the end of the Raiders because they
Yes.
have not picked it back up since.
That's crazy.
there was also a Tampa Bay
Yeah, the
Bucks
Bucks,
team
yeah.
that I thought
Did
about as
similar.
well. Between those two
Yeah, the
footballs.
Raiders had the bigger gap though the
Yes,
next
they
year
did.
though, even though the Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl.
That's
Man.
crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's my picks. Yeah.
Okay, so I took
Which
this
wrestler
question.
fell off?
Yeah. So John Cena. So I took this question because I was going to do the Bulls, right?
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this question a little differently. It's like who won a championship and then fell off. I know it's like kind of like the next year they fell off.
Right.
But I'm looking more broad here.
Okay.
So
This is dynasty fall off.
this is dynasty fall off.
All right, I like this.
The Dallas
Okay.
Cowboys.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I like
Because-
that.
because here's the deal.
I love this.
Because here's the deal.
I love this.
I'm a fan. I love the Cowboys.
Oh.
I'll always love the Cowboys.
Cap.
They owned the 90s.
Oh, absolutely.
Even when they were losing
Somehow
until
got
2000, they
the
were still.
moniker of
You won three.
America's team and all that.
In 10 years, you win 3 championships,
The
but you have
true
the
title.
you have the name, you have the aspiration. You're America's team. You have
Yep.
all these things. We're still waiting. 30 years
Remember,
later.
next year is always your year.
Every year's our year. We've had so much hope. We've had so much potential. We've had, and I say that not even being able to go past the first round.
Right.
Yeah.
We're always in a wild card
You haven't
game.
won a playoff game this decade?
I don't
Or
know.
or last
It's been a
decade?
long time.
It's been a very
Probably
long
the
time.
dropped ball was the
Yeah.
last time
Yeah.
we won.
Yeah.
We had won a first round. And so that was what, like 15, 16,
Yeah.
something like that?
I think that was 15.
Yeah, so it's been like 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
And that was since our last, not even championship. That's from our last round. So
And I'm going to argue there was a few years where we were good in the regular
we
season.
were.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
should
Like,
have
we
won.
had teams.
Oh, absolutely.
With Dak and,
And
Romo.
then
There was
collapsed.
both. Now, I will say
Yeah.
Romo got close a few times.
Yeah.
But there was just tight games and we lost, and that sucks.
Bad luck.
We
Yeah.
just couldn't. It was a curse.
I mean, you argue when you guys had Dak and you had Dez, you had Zeke, you know.
Because like the Bulls, like what kind of with mine with yours, like the Bulls, like are the same kind of thing. They're cursed.
Mhm.
They can't. They got Derrick Rose, which brought them
Poor
huge,
Derrick Rose.
huge support in the
Yeah.
fan
Yeah.
base again. He was from Chicago, drafted their
Yeah,
own
hometown boy.
and then after just a few years, he got hurt, and then
Blew
was
his
never
ACL,
caught back up.
yeah.
And it just is. I had to go to Cowboys
Yeah.
because it's like,
Dang.
yes, the record the next year was 10-6, so still respectable.
Right.
And it wasn't like a fall off, like they've never
Right.
been relevant.
No, but yeah,
It was just
from
like-
having that highest of highs and then it's
For
just
who we are, for
that
what we were
steady
expectation.
decline.
Exactly. It just, we have not recovered. I haven't recovered. I was 4 the last time they won.
The entire Metroplex is not recovered.
Yeah, Caitlin, my wife, for anyone who watches this, was born, and I blame her. There's a lot of 95 games. I was like, you jinxed it. You popped out, and they decided to never win
Yeah.
again.
Gosh.
It's like a groundhog.
Yeah. She saw her shadow, and they've been
Yep.
screwed ever since. So it just is like, I can't recover. And
Yeah.
this year's any different.
No.
But I'm going to hope it is.
Yep.
I'm going to hope it's different, but it won't be. So my picks is
Wow.
Dallas Cowboys.
That's very depressing.
I love
It is. And
very
it's depressing for you because you're with me.
I'm with you. I'm right here, dude.
You're right there with me.
I'm just sitting here going, you guys have won?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I will say.
I will.
Yeah,
I will
will
hold
say.
that forever.
Yep.
I will hold that forever. We got 5 of them things.
Yep.
Right?
You got
We
5
have
of them.
exactly.
You're on the board.
We
That's all
have
that matters.
5
things.
championships.
Yeah.
What's crazy is in like the historical record, we're pretty decently ranked.
Oh,
in
yeah.
How many times we've won? It's just we won them all at once, and then we just
Well,
can't get
I mean,
close
that's
again.
the-
Aren't we like 3rd or 4th?
I think
like, we
we're
still
top
have the
five.
most.
In
Yeah,
that
we're top
same
5.
veins, like the Vikings, I believe, are the top. They're in the top 5, I think, of the most winning teams.
Yeah.
And we have 0 Super Bowls for it.
Which is crazy because you
Well,
had some crazy teams.
But again, back in the 60s, we went 4 times out of, like, I think 6 years, something like that, and lost all of them. So,
well, and then you had the. Is that the Purple People Eaters?
yeah, that was the Purple People
Yeah.
Eaters.
That team was
I
wild.
actually met one of them.
Okay, so we're in the top 10. We're number 7.
Still top 10.
Packers,
Yeah.
Bears, Giants, Chiefs, Patriots, Steelers, Cowboys.
Well,
Bills.
yeah.
49ers.
For total Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or championships.
Donner
Oh,
Bliss.
all right. Well, the Packers don't count because they're counting the ones that were before the merge.
When it was like just some guy.
Yeah,
I think
those are counting
technically.
before merge.
He came out of the
Technically,
mines.
the Patriots and Steelers.
I
are
think
number
even the
one.
Cowboys have 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I think 2 of
Before the
ours,
merge,
right?
yeah.
Or 1, something like that.
And
Yeah.
Saints, number 25 with 1.
Oh wow!
What the hell's a Bulldog? And how do they have 2 Super Bowl
Again,
championships?
Georgia got relegated.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what is that?
That's what should happen. Imagine,
Georgia.
imagine
Like the
pro
Georgia
teams having to compete with college for
Dude,
relegation.
that would be wild.
That's
There would-
the next division in
Yeah.
college.
Can we just look? Can we get any of these teams? Like, if you're like, who's a team that's won the Jets, right? If you're just the Jets, bro. If the Bulldogs are on this top 25 list and you're not,
Yeah.
you're
that's-
effing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
that is
them
a
out of
good
there.
point. It's been the whole history, and
Yeah.
the team
Get
that
them
has
out.
come and gone has
Yeah.
has more than you. That is rough.
It's crazy. A team
Yep.
that doesn't even exist has more championships
Yep.
than you.
Wow. Yeah, that is rough to look at. Poor Jets. Shout out.
Yep.
Yeah, I love to watch them. There's terrible, but I love to watch it. This year's gonna be even better.
It's a good train wreck.
Oh man. So let us know your downfall teams.
Oh, yeah, what's
here.
the shout outs? You have the
So on that one we didn't have any on that one. That was
Okay.
one we posted and no, we didn't get a response on that. So
All
For shame.
So yeah,
y'all should be embarrassed.
if you guys have opinions, let us know. We'll put them up there.
yeah, we'll post again and get some more.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll shout you out next time.
All right. So top families of athletes here. Who's your best athlete family?
I'll start us off on this one.
All right.
So I'm gonna again. I took this a little different.
I like
The
it.
Hardy Brothers.
Yep.
Yes. What if it was? I'd be like, I'll just get up and leave. Okay, so
it's all incarnations of Cain.
Yeah.
yeah. So if I say
King and Undertaker.
Yeah.
They're brothers.
Yeah.
so if I say the Anawahi family, would you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, that's oh gosh. Isn't that the brothers? There's like brothers and cousins right now.
Okay,
It's like
so
Roman
we'll
Reigns.
start at the bottom. So Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Rosie and Umaga, Jimmy and Jay Uso,
Yeah, the Usos. There you go.
the Yokozuna, the Wild Samoans, Afansika, Rikishi,
okay.
Roman Reigns, and Dwayne the Rock
I was going to say,
Wow.
yeah, that was.
Okay.
So, and then his dad is Rocky Johnson, and then Peter Maivia was his family.
All
This
from that same
family,
clan.
all Samoan family,
Wow.
they are just a legacy of champions, and this family has taken over the sport of wrestling.
Yeah.
They are all respected in the sport of wrestling, and just Hawaii in general. Like that whole family just like owns that whole state. So I had to choose them because I'm like, wrestling has been such a big part of my life and a lot of people's life, but like, just think of like the time before it was like more entertainment.
Right.
Like when that stuff was like real, like they were scared of
Yeah.
the,
Oh, yeah.
They were
family.
wrestling for real. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was like that family's been going since well before any of us in this room were born, and a lot of people who watch wrestling.
like
now
when they
are born.
talk about the family business, that is truly the family business.
Oh yeah, and it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
There's some in the indies that are coming up right now that are kind of younger, and they're not going to go away. Like they're going to keep
Yep.
multiplying. The
That's
Rock's
the one
daughter
thing.
was in
Is
NXT
there
for
just so many of them.
There is, and they don't stop. They keep having babies. They all want to wrestle.
And they're all monsters.
And they're all monsters.
Yeah, it turns out they're all like physically
Yeah.
better than everybody.
Those Samoan genes are just
Like,
unstoppable.
They're in the best shape of their life. They're obviously multiple championships. The Rock is an insane movie star. He's probably the most successful.
For
of
sure,
all.
Yeah.
And it's not going to go anytime soon. So I went with one that I wanted to stick with wrestling because there's so many like wrestling families.
Yeah.
And it's athletic, so it's not like his best baseball family. It's like athletic family, the one that literally
simple,
takes
yeah.
over the entire industry
Yeah.
in some capacity. So
Yeah.
the Anawahi family.
I like it.
Interesting. I didn't know their last name. I could picture the guys, and I was like, I know the Uso brothers. And I know.
As soon as you start naming
Isn't Roman
individuals,
Reigns like a cousin or something?
Yeah, so it's so they had the family tree where it's like The Rock, his cousins are Roman Reigns, the Usos, and his uncles like Rikishi or something like that. Like they're all, and then like the Usos are Rikishi's kids, and then so it's like, and Jacob Fatu is like a cousin of them, but he's a kid of someone else. But the Anawahi family is like the overall like the whole tree where it starts.
Paternal line.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it just trickles down with all the
Yeah.
cousins and everything else, but it's a massive tree.
So I had one in this. I can go next if you want. My honorable mention was going to be in a similar vein, Clay Matthews' family.
Yeah.
Because same thing where they've got cousins, his dad. Yeah.
Literally
I think there was
every male.
every male of them.
50% shot.
They're all
they're
freaks of nature. I think there was like 6 of them in there. Ultimately, I went with my families. I went with were like do they have accolades as well?
Okay.
Because obviously wrestling they have longevity.
yeah.
There are some accolades in there, but it's kind of a little different.
Yeah.
So that's why Matthews were my honorary mention. Then I went with Bobby and Barry Bonds for father-son duo.
Interesting.
Because between them, they have 17 All-Stars, 7 MVPs, 11 Golden Gloves, and 12 Silver Sluggers between the two of them. Next up were the Serena and Venus Williams.
Yep.
So just for how dominant they were.
All-time dad trainer.
Yeah. So between the two of them, 121 singles titles, 30 Grand Slams, and 8 gold medals, and that's not even including their doubles wins either.
That's crazy.
Because they were dominant in the doubles as well.
Yeah.
And then finally for the family were the Mannings. because you've got Grandpa Archie, then you have Eli and Peyton, and then you have son
Little Archie.
little cousin Arch.
The McArch?
Yeah, because between all of them, and again, Arch is not even included with these stats as of the moment since he's not
he's
pro
still
yet.
making a name.
But 20 Pro Bowls, 7 All Pros, 5 MVPs, and 4 Super Bowls between all of them.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
yeah, so not too shabby of a family there.
No, and I almost chose the Mannings.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, let me get out. Let me step out.
Yeah, I like
a little
the
bit.
branch out on that
Yeah,
one.
because I was like, with some of them, because it's hard to argue some of those guys.
Yeah, because there was a few others that were like some older baseball families as well, and I was like, I just don't know baseball well enough.
Yeah, to kind of talk about it.
Right.
So yeah, those were mines for it's like just how much domination they've had in those sports as well.
Because even like basketball, there's really not.
There's been a couple father-sons, but not quite as good.
Yeah, LeBron
strangely
and
enough,
Bronny.
I mean, you have LeBron and
got,
Bronny, who combined, I think they're the top, the top scoring father-son duo.
That's hilarious, dude.
You have Jeremy Grant, who actually plays for the Trailblazers right now. His dad was Horace Grant.
Oh, yeah.
His brother played, I think, for a little while. You have the Antetokounmpo brothers. So there are
There's
some.
the Lopez brothers.
The Gasols.
Lopez. Gasol is
Gasol's
actually a
big
great
good
one.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Gasol.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely some, but it's not the same.
No, it's
definitely not the same. Definitely way more likely to be a one-off. I went a totally different vein than I think either of you.
I like that.
Beautiful.
I went also family tree spreading. Also accolades a little though. I went with the Gracie family.
Ooh, all right,
The Gracie family. Which,
Interesting.
and just adding up their
yeah, the Gracies changed all of that. They
all of
They literally changed. They created this,
they went and took over grappling, which was its own thing. And then they just took over fighting, which was its own thing. And then they made a new thing, and they took that over too. As far as I could tell, and there was some bad record keeping apparently.
I mean,
back in the 30s.
I was with how old how old it is.
However old it's been. So they have 10, 11, 15, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 31.
You see here, we got
They have 32 world
Yikes.
championships across
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4 generations.
Goodness gracious.
Not only that, their in-laws actually became so good. They are now all world champions as well.
Yeah.
So like, if you know fighting, you
You
have
just get married into the family.
the
suddenly.
Gracies, which strangely enough, I learned in my little deep dive, are Scottish
Hey.
from Brazil. Who would have
Huh.
thought?
Interesting. At least they're not German.
Yeah,
It's
careful.
Argentina, or Chile, or whatever they're.
Yeah.
But they're from Brazil. Well, they're from Scotland, then Brazil. But then their daughter, which I guess there was only so many of them, I don't know. Their daughter married a guy named Machado, which Machado Jiu-Jitsu is the second largest Jiu-Jitsu
off
family.
branch. Yeah.
And it all goes back to the
Gracies.
original Gracies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
That is wild.
Yeah, it seems like for a while there, every MMA champion
Yeah.
was taught under the Gracie belt for a good
Still,
chunk of
I mean,
time,
if
yeah.
you
And
have-
now still, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like that guy, you're going to roll with Gracie.
Yeah.
Like, there's others now. Like,
Yeah.
Eddie Bravo is crazy, and you got Gordon Ryan and the Australian dude that I don't remember his
Yeah,
name.
then you have
B-Team.
like GSP and all that. Like you have all of these other greats, but still they all ultimately
As a family,
the influence that family
33
has had.
world championships. That's crazy.
It's a lot.
A second honorable mention I will say, just because I think they do need a shout out, is the Sutter family. Sutter, Sutter.
Sounds really
There were
cool.
6 brothers. They all went to the NHL, and they almost all ran.
Oh,
ran
you know what? Yes,
one championship.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Out of the 6, 4 of them have gone on to then coach in the NHL, and 2 of them won more championships.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Strangely enough, they all played for the Blackhawks. So.
Huh. Shout out Chicago.
Chicago again.
Yeah.
See, they
There we
want
go.
to keep the family.
Right.
And I believe their dad was also a small-time player, but not like them. They're like they're like that.
Yeah.
Out of 7, I'm sorry, I said 6. There's 7 brothers. 6 of them made it. 1 brother decided not to.
The run to the litter, huh?
Supposedly, he was better than all of them. They say, but
There's
that
no-
might just be interviewed.
That's got to be just hearsay on that one. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if my whole family went,
Apocryphal.
I would say that I was better than
Oh,
all of them.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I was too good. Man.
Yeah.
I beat them all the time. It was too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had other aspirations.
Yeah.
I was in real estate actually.
Yeah. Strangely enough, he stayed and was a farmer.
There we go.
So, yeah, there you go.
Good for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. We all went a little different.
I like that.
Definitely, yeah,
Keep it
way
going.
different on the sports for sure.
Well, because like when it's athlete, because people can say what they want about like wrestling, but it goes beyond WWE. You know what I mean? Like it's just so many years of what wrestling.
Well, and
used
that's
to be.
such a unique thing about wrestling too, where it's like you can have your family business for it, and it can be all incorporated into the entertainment of it all.
Well, and the way I look at it too is like how big they got.
Yes.
Like because the thing is, you can be part of the family and still be horrible and never make a name for yourself. But like they all did.
Yeah.
Like WrestleMania is this weekend, and I'm like, and Roman Reigns is in his 11th main event for another world title. The Usos are multiple champions, and just one of Jey Uso broke out of the tag team and won a world title last year. And like so they're all big deals.
No.
Rikishi. Big old dumper.
Best finisher in the game.
The sting face, baby.
So I had a thought for one of our next topics, sparked off of the your Gracie.
Okay.
What person in any individual sport or context was the most influential, and why?
That's a good one. That's
because
a real good one.
you could argue like the Gracies, they changed the game.
You could argue. There's a lot of good arguments out there. Though.
Yeah, so
there's a lot.
You could pick whichever sport.
Most influential.
Yeah.
Sports.
Like person in a specific sport.
In reference to sports.
Yeah, in reference to sports. Like so, like for example, the Gracies changed the game of fighting.
Sure.
You could,
AI changed the game of basketball.
Right. You could say like
Hey, he really did.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Like,
I laughed because I'm like
Curry. Curry did the same thing. Will did the same thing. You know what person was that crux?
Okay.
And it could be you could have of the same. Like they changed. The trajectory of the game.
I've got a big one.
Yeah.
And I've got one. Y'all tune in next week because I got.
I like it. I have a couple. So we'll talk about it.
And
we didn't get any comments on this one, but when you watch this one, let us know some of your athletes, your picks, your families, and we'll do some shout outs next
Yeah.
time.
I like it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good one.
All right. Well, thanks all for joining. Give us your shout outs and let us know what your most influential player is or person is in any given sport, because I'm sure there's a lot of different sports that could have had entirely different trajectories because of it. So, all right. Peace. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.